Welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Today we're watching and reacting to Inter Milan versus Fluminense FC in the FIFA Club World Cup 2025 round of 16. The second half of the round of 16 goes today and tomorrow. We're watching all four, reviewing the later two of both days. So that would be the later game today and the later game tomorrow. We are here. We're ready to go. We have it. Of course, we'll have a run it back and month ahead tomorrow for Dynasty Stars as well. But we'll put out run it back in between the games. But 4 lives, 2 RSRs over the next 2 days. Teams are walking out. We're ready to go. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. I'm glad the video got a lot of views. I'm glad the review got a lot of views. And I guess the stream as well. With that being said, at least people love my pain. So, but I'm better today. I've slept on it. It sucks, but I'm better. With that being said, for Inter, we have Jan Sommer in goal, the back three of Alessandro Bastoni, Stefan de Vrij, Matteo Darmian. We have the midfield five of Denzel Dumfries, Barella. We have Christian Aslani, Henrik Mkhitaryan, Federico DiMarco. We have up top Marcus Thuram and Lautaro Martinez for Fluminense. In goal, we have Fabio, the back four of Samuel Xavier. We have Ignacio, we have Thiago Silva, we have Juan Freitas, we have Facundo Bernal, Rene, we have John Arias, we have Nonato, we have Martinelli, and we have Herman Cano for Fluminense. I don't know. Canada didn't give a shit. I don't know, man. Oh, Jefferson Soteldo plays for Fluminense now. Well, good for him, I guess. Soteldo plays for Fluminense now. Well, ain't that interesting? Okay. I didn't know that. I hope he plays. Honduras. Why? At least Panama got embarrassed too. Well, this is the first Fluminense game I've watched the tournament. So. I knew they were here. I know they've done well, but I didn't watch the Dortmund game. I didn't watch them play Dortmund. I didn't watch them play any of their group games. Because I didn't cover it. The other ones were pretty. Either way. 11 a.m. Yes. Yes, I am. Well, I mean, he's on the bench. The game might be over at some point. If it's close, I'm sure he'll play. At least 30 minutes. He could change a game. Honestly, frankly, well, they only play wing backs. I could see why he's on the bench. Here we go. We're off. I could see why. He's not a wing back. I know that for sure. He used to play for Toronto. Oh! Almost a horrible mistake there by Sommer. Wow. Would have been funny if they paid for that. That would have been funny. Let's see how many minutes he played per game, actually. He has not played any minutes at the Club World Cup, actually. No, he hasn't. He only played World Cup qualifiers. 28 minutes against Bolivia, a half against Uruguay. So Soteldo's better than that. He's better than that. Jesus. I mean, they should have got scored on there. That was horrible. But it's the same old team that got demolished by PSG. Fluminense is not PSG, but they are a very well-drilled squad. Play a similar style. I wouldn't say exactly the same, but wouldn't say exactly that young either, but they could make them have problems. 1:52, 1 minute, 54 seconds. Sommer coming out of his box. I didn't say they were that good. I said similar system. It wasn't the talent that got them beat that bad by PSG. It was the system. PSG has the talent. I'm not saying they don't. But it's the fact that PSG ran hard. They ran them ragged. Because it was the speed of the team. The speed of the players and the energy of the players was just too much. Again, I'm not saying PSG sucks. I'm saying they were too damn fast and too damn energetic, and it's 1-0 Fluminense. Herman Cano, you were saying? 1-0 Fluminense. Herman Cano, you were saying? And there you go. And they got what they deserved. They got what they deserved. Playing it forward. Arias, cross into the box. And he's right there. Cano, header past Sommer. Easy as you like. Horrible deflection by Bastoni as well. Ay, ay, ay. Really, Bastoni? You had to be the one to screw it up? Okay. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Why? Why couldn't it be DeMarco? Why couldn't it have been somebody who I'm on their ass? Why did it have to be Bastoni? Somebody who's actually somewhat good for the national team and for his club. Why couldn't it be DeMarco? Herman Cano 1-0 for Fluminense. I honestly agree with that. I agree with that. Performance-wise, yes. Performance-wise, yeah, they were better, I would say. Now, of course, they didn't finish above them, but yeah, performance-wise, I'd say they were better. Yeah. I'm not. If they beat them, they honestly should have beat them. Head-to-head, they should have beat them. I'm surprised they didn't. So that's why I think Monterrey could beat Dortmund, because I don't think Dortmund's much better. I don't think Dortmund's much better. At least have a proper manager, though, but compared to them, compared to Kivu, they have a competent manager. But other than that, Dortmund does. But I still think Monterrey could beat Dortmund. I don't think that's a bad shout. I don't. cleared away. Wait, does that mean, hold on. Does that mean, hold on. Does that mean we could get a rematch between Man City and Fluminense? Yeah. If Man City wins their match tonight, we will have a rematch, and Fluminense holds on. We will have a Club World Cup final rematch between Fluminense and Man City. The Club World Cup 2023 rematch final. I mean, I like to see the rematch, see if they do any better. It's funny, we were live for the first one. This time we won't be wearing a suit, though. It's a quarterfinal, not a final, but either way. Yeah, we'll have a Club World Cup final rematch if Fluminense holds on and Man City wins. I just realized that. Six minutes in, 1-0. Seven minutes. Man, I'm shocked. Start like that. Definitely surprised. Playing forward. Fluminense, the better team so far. For sure. And another press, and they almost catch up to Somer. They almost get him. Again. Lord, what a disaster so far for Inter. What a disaster. What a disaster. And there's a foul. Oh, and guess what? If you noticed, Ivan Barton is the referee for this match. We have a CONCACAF referee for this match, so it's going to get nuts. Oh, God. Isn't Katia Garcia a FIFA referee? I think she does have the badge, yeah. Why didn't they let her ref this tournament? They sent the bad ones. They sent the bad ones from CONCACAF, not the good ones. Aslani gets a yellow card. The dude was down, and he's the one who gets the yellow card. He was probably down because he was trying not to get it, but either way. Ah, look. Classic Ivan Barton. Classic, classic, classic. Jesus Christ. Aslani will miss the next match if they advance. They might not, though. Free kick for Fluminense, 9 minutes in. Ten minutes in. Let's see the CONCACAF refs they sent. Hold on. Besides Ivan Barton. CONCACAF, Drew Fisher, Ivan Barton, Said Martinez, Tori Penso, Cesar Ramos. Okay, Cesar Ramos is okay. Tori Penso, Drew Fisher, he sucks. Bad. Said Martinez, Ivan Barton, less than 10 minutes in. I think Cesar Ramos is a good ref. Shot, save. 11th minute. What does that have to do with Chivas? Saying Cesar Ramos is a good ref. What does that have to do with Chivas? Besides, I've never heard of Cesar Ramos being accused of supporting Chivas. Never heard that before. Player down hurt for Fluminense. Xavier down. The special spray is out. Oh, well, fair enough. Okay. Ah, damn. Header through the legs. That's gotta suck. That's gotta suck. How do you let that happen? Like, wild. How do you let that happen? Header through the legs. How do you let that happen? What's your thoughts on Atlas? I don't like them. Atlas is a club that they got really big-headed after their success. I mean, I know how it feels. It was fleeting, but they got big-headed. They're still big-headed. I know how it feels. Definitely, there you go. But for me, they're fraudulent. Good job on the Bicampeonato. They haven't done nothing since. They still somehow were the better team in Guadalajara, though, for a while, which is wild to say. But their fan base is annoying. Their team is dirty. Picked up by the keeper. I don't like them. I don't like them. Still don't like them. I don't care how bad they are. Still don't like them. Playing forward. 14th minute. One 0 Fluminense. They are the better team so far. They've shell-shocked them for sure. They've shell-shocked them for sure. Which, you know what? Sort of. Fifteenth minute. Playing forward. Good clearance by Fluminense. Thiago Silva still got it. Why'd he leave Chelsea? Oh, he's too old. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he's too old. That's why. Shit. Thiago Silva still has it. He still has it. Chelsea was dumb to let him go. They were dumb to let him go. Playing forward. Oh, nice run. Arias. Foul, free kick. A yellow card for Cano. What? What? I get it. I get it. Seventeenth minute. Throw in. DeMarco has it. DeMarco with a throw in. 17 minutes in. $18 minutes in, 1-0. Fluminense still holding on. Brought down. DeMarco. Cross. Punched. Headed away. Going wide. Cleared away. Their first best chance. Good pickup. Cano. Plays him alone. Could have used some speed to get past, but offside. Okay. Bad call, but okay. Nineteenth minute. Barella. $20 minutes. I know. So, Jonnu Smith and Jalen Ramsey for Fitzpatrick. I mean, I'm happy with the trade. I think Jalen Ramsey still got it. Jonnu, well, I have to root for him again. Awesome. I mean, he was better with the Dolphins than he was the Patriots. So if we're going by his Dolphins career, I mean, he should be good for the Steelers. But if he acts like Patriots, Jonnu, well, ain't that something? Yes, by far. There's still things to talk about. There's still things to talk about. Just because my team's out doesn't mean things are over. Just because my team got embarrassed doesn't mean things are over. still got to talk about things. You don't see Steve Dangle stop talking about hockey when the Leafs break his heart. But you did, Ryan. Yeah, this is a football channel. Like, I love hockey, but it's a football channel. Besides, everything was very busy after the Leafs got eliminated, so I guess it was perfect timing. Either way, I still got stuff to talk about, so here we are. I'm still not taking your advice. No, stop it. I'm still not taking your advice. No, we're not. Header cleared. No, we're not. How delusional. You're like some dude at a Home Depot I don't want to listen to. You don't even work there. Just like, hey, this is the best wood to buy. This is the best doorknob to buy. That's what you are. You're like a weird dude at a Home Depot. Like, hey, what are you looking for? And for some reason I answer, doorknobs. Well, these are the doorknobs you want. You're like, that's not what goes on. You know nothing of my situation. Either way, no. You may be right, but I'm crazy. Yeah. Well, I'm not. I may be. I am. You may be right. I am crazy, but it just might be a lunatic you're looking for. He doesn't know Billy Joel. I don't know why I made that reference. Either way, you could do it the way you want to do it. I'll do. Do you think you've been the problem? I may be, but I don't give a shit. I'd rather be the problem and root for my teams. And if they ever do win, I was with them all the way. If I am the problem, well, I'll never find out if I wasn't. Or I'll never find out if I was. Like, if I am the problem, so be it. The Raptors want NBA championship. So how am I the problem? Over the top. Shot over the bar. Better. Pacharo's still trying to piss me off, though. I don't know. I thought it'd be over with after yesterday. It's better than the freaking bowler dude thing, though, so I don't know. I will say it's better than him trying to say I look like EJ Tackett. It's better than that. Weirdly enough. Either way, still annoying, but, you know, he might have a point there. He might have a point that, yeah, my predictions might make my teams lose, but I'm still not going to listen. He might have a point, though. I still picked him to win. Hey, I still picked him to win. And they won. So, hey, maybe a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. I don't know. I still thought the Raptors would win. I picked them to win. And they did. So maybe that's more of a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while. I don't know. The Raptors have a horrible roster right now, and they just fired Masai Ujiri. What? You think they're going to win? They've been rebuilding for a couple of years. They just fired Masai Ujiri. If you think the Raptors are going to win in 2026, I have a bridge to sell you. Crossed in. That'll be cleared away. No, Doom freeze. Blocked away. He doesn't. I mean, I was saying the Raptors would win after Kawhi. No, I think he's talking about this last year. Or either way. Because after Kawhi got traded to the Raptors, I'm like, they might actually win it all. And then the more they won, I'm like, they actually are going to do this. I thought the Raptors were one of the favorites when they got him, even though the trade hurt. I'm like, well, yeah, no, Kawhi's Kawhi. Then they start winning. 27th minute. But either way. Yeah. Where's that referee? He was trying to fuck on me. Because Canada has been winning all these friendlies. They had a good run at the Copa, which was sort of fraudulent now that I think about it. Either way, Canada's results have showed that they were advancing. They beat the USA twice. They drew Mexico in September, of course. They beat Panama. They beat Ukraine. They drew the Ivory Coast. They beat the USA again. They lost to Mexico. But you would think with the results they had and the Copa that they had that things were going the right way. The Raptors, on the other hand, they're a rebuilding team headed away. They're a rebuilding team right now. Like Scotty Barnes is a good player, but they're a rebuilding team. They're not supposed to be good. And they still got pretty close to the play-in. But then you fire Masai Ujiri, so that was dumb. But either way, what do I know? Well, we can't find out if they would have this year because they lost to Guatemala. Or this Gold Cup because they lost to Guatemala. Maybe it's good that we don't have to find out. 28th minute. They actually do have a national hockey team. It's actually funny. There is actually a Mexican national hockey team. There actually is. It's going to take them a while to get up to the World Championships or World Juniors for that matter. But they actually do have an international hockey team. They do. I was shocked to find that out. Arsenal. They are the Arsenal of CONCACAF. I agree with Specimen. He has a point. He has a point. 29th minute. Playing forward. Shot saved. Shot. Oh, wide. Almost 2 for Fluminense. Almost 30 minutes in. Thirtieth minute. Water break, 1-0 Fluminense. Water break still. We're going to see how the second. Exactly. Well, 2013, though, that was a pretty good game that Canada won over Mexico. World Baseball Classic 2013. Nobody remembers? .32 minute. And actually, if you have Apple TV, they actually have a replay of that game on Apple TV of that Mexico versus Canada 2013 World Baseball Classic game under MLB Classic Games. Full game. So. .33 minute. .34 minute, 1-0. Let me see. Canada versus Mexico. Canada 10-3 Mexico 2013. Joey Votto, Justin Morneau, Michael Saunders. No, Matt Stayers didn't play in that game. No. No. No, he did not play in that game. Nope. 35th minute. Nope. .35th minute. Yellow card for Fluminense. Free kick. Top of the box. Yeah. Didn't know you could do that on YouTube. Didn't know you could. I didn't know you could. Free kick. 36 minute. 10 minutes left of the first half. 1-0 Fluminense. Shot save. Go watch Jays Yankees. I got games to watch here for the Club World Cup and Gold Cup, so I'll follow the scores. See what I can watch. Hopefully I can catch at least one of the games. Part of it. At least. Playing forward, 38th minute. Because he has to win. It's basically rigged. But hey, at least he's moved on to washed boxers from YouTubers. And also washed MMA fighters who were never really strikers to begin with. They were more grapplers. But hey, at least he's fighting washed boxers now. Maybe he could actually fight a real boxer for once. I mean, somebody who isn't washed. But Stoney gets a yellow card. But hey, at least Jake Paul moved up from YouTubers to MMA fighters who were washed up that were not even boxers or strikers to begin with. They were more grapplers anyway. He picks his fights well. Jake picks his fights well. They're either rigged or he picks his fights well. When he fights a real boxer, he'll get his head knocked off. I want to see, well, you know what? Cross in for Fluminense. Headed away. I think he would set the Italian record, but that's because I think people would be desperate to have a player like him. Header, goal, Fluminense, 2-0, Fluminense. Oh my God. Header at the door stepping in. Fluminense, Ignacio, 2-0. Wow. Nice header, headed through. He might be off. He was offside. Damn. He was offside. Goal called offside. 39th minute, still 1-0. Yeah, Jake Paul will lose to Canelo. Yes. Yes, he would. And I hope he does. Tonali was 60. I can see Bastoni going for 70 or 80. Yeah, especially for a desperate club who needs a player like him. He's good enough for club and national team where you could probably get that for sure. They're checking it on VAR. Still. It is offside. So it's 1-0 Fluminense. No goal. 41st minute. I want Guatemala to beat the USA, even if I wear a USA kit on Wednesday. I want Guatemala to win. I want them to win. Because I want Guatemala to Panama USA. I think I actually did wear the USA kit when Panama played the USA as well. And then they got, either way, I want Guatemala to win. I want them to find a way. I really do. I want them to make the final. That would make me feel better, which is wild because that's not normally how I operate. When my team loses, I want the team who beat my team to get embarrassed wholeheartedly, or that was how I operated a lot when I was younger. The fact that I want Guatemala to win is not normal for me. It's not at all. But, they deserve to beat Canada. I hope they go further. I hope the USA gets embarrassed by them as well. That USA squad ain't better than Canada's. So, you know what? Guatemala might do it. But Matt Freese might be better at saving penalties than Dane St. Clair, so. I'm just plugging my fingers into my ears at this point. They're not wrong. Like, tired of hearing the word upset. They're not wrong. It was an upset. But, the way Canada played that whole tournament at the Gold Cup, let's be real. The way Canada played at the tournament post the Honduras game, we should have seen this coming. It was a slow motion train wreck that we never wanted to believe was a train wreck until it was a train wreck. So, arguably, and the funny part is, arguably, I'd say Guatemala, this is going to be crazy, but I think Guatemala is better than Costa Rica right now. On paper, at least. And by their performances against Canada and the USA. I think Guatemala, don't sleep on them. Trust me, I did. Don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them. Thank you. And maybe I'll get one soon. Oscar Santis, maybe? Maybe. Tenno showing why he's one of the greatest coaches in the region. He's showing it. He's better than Canada's coach. Tenna's a legend. And that's some I knew, but I didn't really took for granted. Tenna's a legend. And he probably should still be coaching Mexico. If they wanted to go for an old guy who's coached him before, they should have went for him. Not Vasco, but Tenna is still a legend. He's made Guatemala amazing. He's done a lot for them. And I believe that would be the case, but they're a little bit ahead of schedule even now. So, yes. Well, I'd love to see him in Toronto. Oscar Santis playing for Toronto would be nice. Definitely need any spark of offense that we could get. He would be that. I would not mind him in Toronto, but he'll go for somewhere else probably. But Oscar Santis in Toronto doesn't sound too bad to me. He's a very fiery forward, very fiery offensive player that has a spark. We need that. I think he fit perfectly. Well, make us better. He would make us better, but I would like to see him wear red. I didn't say I think he should go there. But if he did, I'd be happy about it. 7 minutes of stoppage time, 1-0. Probably St. Louis. Well, I don't know. I think Mexico will barely win. Yeah. I think it's going to be a tight game. Bad thing is there's extra time, then penalties. It's going to be tight. It might go to extra time, but I think it's going to be tight. But Mexico will probably barely win. But I prefer a Guatemala-Mexico final or a Guatemala-Honduras final over a USA-Mexico final, for sure. For sure. At this point. Header. Well, Aaron Herrera's already there. For me, Navarro, I think he'd be a good goalkeeper in MLS for a lower team. Get some experience. He's more solid than I thought. For me, Pinto or Samaoya definitely would be good at MLS level as a center back. Better than some center backs already in the league. For sure. I think a lot of Guatemalan players on the national team would be good in MLS. I mean, of course, Hagen's already there, but he's injured as well. Rubio Rubin, I don't know why the hell he's in USL. I don't know what happened there. I'm shocked, suffice it to say, but Darwin Lom, no. Morales, a lot of them would fit in, I think. Three minutes in. He's better than USL. Like, I still think he should be higher than the USL, and there's a fight going on. Oh, Lord. It was Querétaro less than a year ago. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. That was probably his mistake, going to Querétaro. I didn't say it was Liga MX level. I didn't say that. But also Querétaro. Also, being a Querétaro probably isn't a good barometer of what you really are in Mexico. Yellow card. That's probably not a good barometer either, though. Like, it's Querétaro. Like, Querétaro and Mazatlan, you really are scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like, going there is not exactly telling you how good a player can be in Mexico. Juarez, they're sort of climbing up there. Same with Atletico San Luis. But it's like driving a damn Sauber in F1 going to Querétaro. You're going to be at the back. There's no way you could always get into the points. Maybe every so often a blind squirrel finds a nut, like how both Saubers made the points yesterday, but Querétaro, throw in. So bad, I'm surprised they haven't gone bankrupt yet completely. Veracruz, I should say. Honestly, USA. I actually think USA would be easier for Mexico at this point. 5th minute. Throw in for Darmian to take. 5 minutes. Honestly, I think the USA would be easier than Mexico. Easier for Mexico. If the pen never happened in Canada, never got a red, who do you think would have won? Canada. Yeah, Guatemala played well, but Canada should not have been playing as high as they were down a man. They let them get that equalizer. They should have sat back. It was horribly managed. 11v11, even without the penalty for David, Canada probably wins that game. We could have still lost, for sure, but if it went to penalties, probably still would have lost, because Luke De Fugero still probably would have taken a penalty. And Laren probably still would have taken a penalty. And they still would have had Dane St. Clair on for penalties. But regular time, at some point, if it was 11v11, Canada probably would have won, even if it was 0-0. What they did was wrong. What they did wrong was Schaffelberg got the red, and they played high, trying to get another and press, and still play normally down a man versus a team with 11. That was their mistake. And Guatemala was playing so well on the counter. They were bound to score. And when they scored, it was bound to happen. Like 45 minutes of playing the way Canada was playing, up a man or down a man, I should say, they were going to get scored on. If not once, if not twice, at least once. And they did. I think they mismanaged the down a man situation. I think being 11v11, yeah, penalties were still a possibility. We would have probably lost there. But if it ended in regular time, 11v11, Canada probably would have won. And that's nothing to take away for Guatemala. Canada legitimately, absolutely went Ferrari level stupid and went, hey, you know what? We're still going to press. Of course they got scored on. They should have got scored on multiple times, not just the one. Shouldn't even have went to penalties in the situation that really happened, but Mexico's better than USA, for sure. The squad that Mexico took is better than the USA squad. I still don't have really any faith in this Gold Cup USA squad. I don't. So they had a character builder, which is what they like to call it. Okay, sure. Sure. Matt Freese had a good penalty shootout, for sure. Okay. I don't even know if the USA gets past Guatemala. I think they do, but they might not. Caught, saved. So do that what you will. The one thing I don't like about your coaches before Gold Cup, Jesse Marsh said every player is coming because everybody wants to be here, unlike the USA. Then they lost to Guatemala. He says half my team didn't come. Well, his team came, but Eustáquio got stuck in Portugal, which I don't blame Porto. And the players that weren't playing were injured because Canada lost their damn minds and let them overwork themselves, a.k.a. Ahmed and Atakubi. Also Davies. You see, yeah, no, Jesse Marsh, I was pissed at that too when I read it. I'm like, dude, didn't you just say 2 weeks ago that everybody was here because they wanted to be here, unlike the USA? Who moved on, right? No, I was pissed off about that too. I'm like, Jesse, that's an effing horrible excuse. Actually, you know what? No, pardon my French. I know it's 3 o'clock. I don't give a shit. That's a fucking horrible excuse, Jesse. That is a fucking horrible excuse. You said they were all here because they all wanted to be here. The players that were hurt are hurt because of you and Biello, because you overworked them, tried to let them play longer on an injury that was obvious to begin with. Ali Ahmed should have never played longer than he did when he got hurt against Curacao. Atakubi in the friendlies, injured because he played longer on a leg he shouldn't have played on. Blew out his Achilles. Could have been less worse. It was the horrible mismanagement of these players. Davies as well at the Nations League. Jesse mismanaged these players. The players we were missing were mismanaged, and Porto probably didn't want Eustáquio to come for the knockouts because you mismanaged these players, as well as he's a month away from his own season. I don't think it was an Eustáquio decision. I think it was a Porto decision. But looking at how Canada mismanaged these players and let them get hurt, I don't blame Porto. I don't blame them. So, yep. I'm more pissed off about the roster thing, but I understand that as well. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half. Well, I don't know what would happen if we got him, but Porto, I blame Porto. Well, not completely, but for not getting Eustáquio back, I blame Porto for that. But then again, as I just said, Canada, the way they treated Ahmed and Atakubi definitely didn't help their case. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Sit tight. We'll be back. 1-0 Fluminense. Medio tiempo, halftime. Sit tight. Be back. Back for the stats at the half. We have 66% possession to 34% possession, 5 shots to 5, 2 shots on goal to 2. We have 223 accurate passes, 90% pass accuracy to 101, 80%. We have 8 fouls to 9, 4 corners to 1, 5 shots to 5. We have 2 shots on goal to 2. We have 249 pass to 126, 90% pass accuracy to 80%. We have 10 throws to 7, 1 offside to 2, 2 yellow cards to 3, 0 red cards to 0. We have 0-1. For me, Fluminense, even though they don't have the possession, I think Fluminense has been the better team. They've been very compact on their lead. They almost extended it. I think they are playing a system that helps them hold the lead and maybe score more. I think they look like the better team. They look like the team who wants it more as well. I think they got to be stronger. They can hold. Inter hasn't really came up with an answer. They got shell-shocked early, and they're still shell-shocked now. Even if they have possession and put the ball forward, I just don't see it for them. Not yet at least. We'll see how the second half goes, but can't say I'm too surprised. I don't know what's more embarrassing, losing to Fluminense like this or losing to PSG the way they did. What's more embarrassing? Second half about to start. Second half soon to start. I don't know where he is. Probably won't show up again until Toronto plays Montreal again or something. Probably. Or friendly. Or Canada friendly. Either way. Probably won't. I don't know. Second half soon to start. Best 11 MLS. Ooh. Goalkeeper, for me, Trying to see here. It's not Lloris. No. Not Hagen. Not Ustadi. Honestly, Yohei Takaoka at this point. Yeah, we'll go with Yohei Takaoka in goal. The back four of back four. Back four. Outside backs, let's see. Forey, he's pretty good. Yeah, we'll go with Forey. We'll go... Actually, yeah, we'll go with Forey over Noah Allen. Back to center backs. I'm going to go with... Center backs. Tristan Blackman this year, he's been amazing. And I can't give a Galaxy player it, even though I think Maya Yoshida is still a very good center back. I can't do that. Can't really give one to a Miami player. They don't have good center backs. At least not great ones. Portland. Finn Sermon. Yeah, we'll go there. Finn Sermon. Outside back. Max Arfston. Yeah, we'll do that. Finn Sermon. Yep. Safori. Sermon. Center mids, I think. Defensively, Alonso Coelho. Ricky Puig is hurt. We can't put him in there. Second half's about to start. So Alonso Coelho. We have Timothy Tillman and Lionel Messi and the front three. I'm going to say front three. Well, front three. On the wings, I'm going to go with can't put any Galaxy players on there again. Denny Bawanga. I'm going to go for striker being Brian White. And I'm going to go on the other side, Ali Ahmed. And we're off the second half. I mean, I'm still disappointed. I'm still heartbroken. But, I mean, Guatemala deserved to win that game. I hope Guatemala beats the USA. That's how I feel now. So, do with that what you will. That's how I feel. 46th minute. I'm feeling better today, I guess, so to speak. 1-0 Fluminense. They might have a rematch with Man City on the cards, depending. Impresses me the most, I gotta say, I mean, this season, even though I'm a Lando fan and a Charles Leclerc fan, it's got to be Oscar Piastri. I mean, Oscar Piastri has had an amazing season. I didn't expect him to be as good as he is this year, out of nowhere, being the championship leader still. Lando has, I hope this Austrian race lets Lando's mindset get better and get closer to challenging Oscar and overtaking him. Good thing McLaren lets them race. But Oscar, his season so far has been amazing. And he's been the better driver of the two. Charles, I mean, he's good besides Ferrari doing stupid shit. Max Verstappen, this just ain't his year. Kimi Antonelli, amazing driver. It sucks he crashed out. But Kimi Antonelli only being 18 and being as good of a driver as he is, it's crazy. It's crazy. He's amazing. George Russell, I don't see it. Does nothing. P3. Does nothing. P3. Rondon's going to Real Oviedo. Yep. Yep. But let's remember, I've been watching F1 since 2020. Let's remember that. So, I've seen Max Verstappen at his best. I still don't think Red Bull should have fired Checo. Hell, I can understand, you know what? I've thought about it. I can understand the thought process of somebody saying Sainz was a better driver than Leclerc. Only because Sainz never really listened to the Ferrari engineers. He said, no, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it sometimes. And that made him look better sometimes. Charles is too loyal. He's loyal to a fault. I think that hurts him. And Lewis, he didn't pull a Schumacher. Like when Lewis went to Ferrari, he didn't pull a Schumacher and bring Bono with him and bring his guys with him. He let the Italians take care of it. And look what happened to him. And look what happened to Lewis. He was already slowing down a bit. That's why Mercedes let him go. But when Schumacher went over to Ferrari, he brought his guys. Lewis couldn't do that. It was never going to be like Schumacher. It was never. But I do like Lewis a lot more than I used to. Seems I just hate Mercedes and what I think Mercedes stands for. Lewis is a cool dude. You know, looking more into Lewis, watching Drive to Survive, seeing him as a Ferrari teammate. He's a cool dude. He's not elitist. He's not an elitist weirdo. He's a cool dude. Mercedes is very elitist, though, especially Toto Wolff. I did like Bottas, though, but he seemed anti-Mercedes, even though he was at Mercedes, you know. He didn't seem elitist. That's why I guess I liked Bottas. It's like, oh, well, there's either way. I still do like Bottas. If he goes to Indy, that would be amazing. Then I have a favorite Indy driver, I guess. But either way, no right, no, so not right. Yeah, it was crazy. No, so not right. We were going motor racing. We were going motor racing. 50th minute. I haven't printed out. But yeah, no, I kind of feel sorry for Lewis. I feel sorry for him because he didn't take any of his guys. He just let Ferrari handle it. That was always a bad idea. I'm fine right now. I'm a lot better today. and I'll be better tomorrow. There's beautiful things to live for besides football. That does sound a little bit dark. Either way, yeah. I'm worried for Isaac Hajar. He's about to get... Well, actually, no. If Max leaves Red Bull's going to be at the back. V-Carb might outperform Red Bull. Well, they already did yesterday. If Max leaves Red Bull, the second team might just perform better on a regular basis over the actual Red Bull team. And that's going to be hilarious. That's going to be hilarious. I hope Guatemala wins the whole damn thing. I hope they win the whole damn thing. You know, Williams is having problems recently they started, I know they weren't ever really good this year, but the Williams cars seem to show promise early on in the season. But now Mkhitaryan, Aslani, and Dumfries are off for Luis Enrique, Susic, and Carboni. But still 1-0 for Fluminense, 52 minutes in. I think the Williams cars are starting to have a lot of problems. Signs, of course, losing his brakes and the car burning at the back. Albon retiring yesterday. Mechanical problem. I like Alex Albon, you know. I think he's a good dude. He's a good dude. He got screwed by Red Bull. Who hasn't? If they're not Max Verstappen, who hasn't got screwed by Red Bull? Who hasn't? Who hasn't? With that being said, and who won't? But those cars are just having problems on both ends with signs as well. I think they'll handle it. I think they'll handle it. I think Williams still has good potential. James Viles will handle it, but the first about 10 races, Williams showed a lot of potential. Now it's starting to fall apart. That's true. What happened between Acuna and Dumfries? The fight? I'm not sure. They were actually going to take it to the tunnel, which was crazy. I'm like, really? I feel like somebody was doing that to bitch out, but it was like, hey, let's go to the tunnel. Let's go to the damn parking lot. Like, let's be honest. Them trying to take the fight to the tunnel was one of them bitching out. I think it was Dumfries, wasn't it? It was Dumfries. Like, when you say, hey, let's take it to the parking lot, that's sort of bitching out. It's like saying, yeah, I'd fight you. Not here. It's like, if we take it to the parking lot, I'm going to fight you, but so taking it to the tunnel's like bitching out as well. Have you watched Squid Game before? No. All I know is the memes. Now, it's funny, I can binge watch something during a football season because I've been binge watching Drive to Survive. I just got to care. I just got to really care to binge watch something. I guess I really care about Drive to Survive. Yeah, I've been watching F1 for 5 years, and I haven't watched Drive to Survive yet till a couple of weeks ago. But hey, at least I know I can actually binge watch things during the football season now. I just have to care. I just have to care. (56-minute) 1-0 Fluminense. Squid Games is actually decent. Not good enough for me to actually binge watch it during the football season. If it's decent, that's not good enough. 57th minute. Corner or free kick for Fluminense. Basically a corner and nothing out of it. The third season came out 3 days ago. I know. Yeah. I mean, DeMarco's been trash for a while, though. You know? Like, unironically, he's been trash for a while. Like, he was bad at the Euros, and nobody talked about it but me. Wasn't fun to watch, though. But, yeah, I think Yamal totally finished him, yeah. I don't ever think he was that. Well, he was solid, but he still had a dumb decision here or there until the Euros, and that just unraveled from there, and then Yamal finally ruined him. He's got the yips. Rick Ankiel. You're a fan of Rick Ankiel. You keep talking about him bringing him up whenever you say the yips, because he had it. I'm a fan of Rick Ankiel because of how he overcame it. Yeah, he never pitched again or ever as good as he did his rookie year, but then he became an outfielder, became a pretty damn good baseball outfielder. Right field. And he played for the Cardinals for a while before he left as a right fielder. That was awesome. He's a pretty damn good hitter, too. Still had a cannon for an arm from the outfield, though. Rick Ankiel did. He did. He tried to make a comeback as a pitcher a couple of years ago in like his 40s, but, you know, I was rooting for him for that, but he didn't. Probably would have been with the Cardinals, but yeah, I agree. Bastoni still has his bozo moments, though. National team and club, mostly for national team, because, of course. But then again, the national team's just the national team. Maybe that's why there's bozo moments there. It's the freaking national team. '60th minute. They should have never let him go in the first place. I was just talking about it. He still has it. They should have never let him go in the first place. I said that back when he got let go. And he still does have it. They should have never let him go in the first place. But no, he's in his 40s. He's too old. I'd rather have Thiago Silva over Badiashile. Colwill and Silva seems like an amazing center back pairing. Like they need something like Thiago and Colwill. Like that would be perfect. That would honestly be perfect. Thiago Silva. Like Pep. He had his moments. He's still good, but Thiago Silva is just, I think the dude could play to 50. He could go full-time Brady and play to 50. I know Brady never played to 50, but he should have. Like, I could see Thiago Silva playing at this level till 50. And then probably playing in MLS another 5 years just for the hell of it. I could see it. Still damn quality. But Thiago Silva, he should still be in the Prem. He could have played that level till his late 40s. Still played in MLS for 5 seasons till he was 55. And still had the same quality. Like, that's how... Straight edge, baby. What do you know? Even through the darkest days, this fire burns always. Now, it's not totally a catch-all. I mean, look at CM Punk. He still looks pretty rough. Like, just because you're straight edge it helps, but doesn't mean you're going to be looking amazing at that age. I mean, look at CM Punk. He looks rough. CM Punk does not look good for his age. He looks a bit rough. I'll admit it. Punk looks rough. And also, multiple injuries, like what, the past 2 years as well? Maybe he's just unlucky, but Punk looks old. Saved by Sommer. Punk looks old. No, I believe Punk when he says he's straight edge and still straight edge. I believe him. I don't think that was a gimmick. I believe him. I believe that he is straight edge. He was straight edge. No drugs, no alcohol, no nothing. I believe him. Corner. Punk's got his problems, but the one thing, I believe him. When he says something, I believe him. He's got his problems. He's got his demons, but I don't think it's drugs. Fair enough. But he's really, like, aged pretty quickly since he got back. Like, so much gray hair in his beard and his hair. It's just... It wasn't exactly the 30s. It wasn't exactly 2013 either. Like, he looked fine then, but... And he looked fine when he was in UFC and AEW. Like, ever since he came back, maybe since, like, the Young Bucks situation, but, like, you could just see it's like, it hurts, sort of. I love Punk. I think he's an amazing wrestler. I'm a fan of Punk, always have been. Playing forward. '64th minute, 1-0 Fluminense. Looking like they're holding on. Thoughts on Jovic to Cruz Azul? Luka Jovic to Cruz Azul. Dude, they have like 4 strikers. Giacomakis, Sepulveda. I mean, do they need him? Luka Jovic isn't even that good. He's not even that good. That's not an upgrade at all. The dude's a washout. The dude is a washout. I'd rather have Giacomakis. Respect. Thank you. I'd rather have Giacomakis than Luka Jovic. It's my opinion. I didn't say that. I'm just saying Luka Jovic is a washout. He's not much better than Sepulveda or Giacomakis. So even if you want to complain about him, hell, just play Luca Romero. Like, I'm not saying Sepulveda and Giacomakis are bad, but he ain't like even a half step above them. He's like a quarter step at best. Everaldo is on for Fluminense. Like, he's only a half step above or a quarter step above at best. That's not what you do. Like, you don't buy a player that's a quarter step above a player. You don't do that. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, especially when you have multiple strikers. Esposito in Giacomakis, Sepulveda, Luca Romero. You have multiple strikers. Cantera. Levy is a striker too, isn't he? Yeah. Honestly, I'm happy to see it. I think Etienne Vassin, like him being in CONCACAF would be good for him. He's a very good goalkeeper. He'd be good for LAFC or a Mexican team. He's probably better than Lloris at this point. Let's be honest. He's a solid goalkeeper. He'd do good for MLS or Liga MX team. I think he probably ain't going to go higher than a Dutch league. So he's solid, but him being in MLS probably would be just as good for him as long as he's getting minutes. So fine with that. Yeah, probably. I mean, Giacomakis still has the talent he had at Atlanta. He does. You just got to find it. Then again, with Atlanta, he was instantly good. So maybe he just doesn't want to be in Mexico. Maybe they forced him to go. Maybe he's not happy with it. But then again, when Giacomakis went to Atlanta, he was instantly good. Then again, I'm hearing rumors he might go back to MLS anyway. A certain team still needs a striker. Giacomakis was amazing in MLS. Do it. Our luck, he'd still be Cruz's old Giacomakis. Either way. Yes, it is. I agree. I honestly agree. Fair enough. Yep. Okay, so watching him when he played for Atlanta, he was amazing. He was amazing in Atlanta. That is true. That is true. When he was in Atlanta, he was amazing. Wonderful. I'd like to think he's still that guy. He still has that in him. He's not that old. It's not like he's 30. Oh, hold on. He's still in his prime. He still has it. Right? He is. Oh, shit. He is 30. Okay. Nope. He might be done. He might be cooked. I thought he was younger. Shit. Okay. No. He might be cooked. He might be cooked. Honestly, a good Nawell replacement. Tigres for Vassen. Honestly, that's a good Nawell replacement. He actually might be cooked. Okay. I thought he was younger. Shit. I thought he was like 26. Maybe he was when he got over. Yeah, well, yeah, no, I'm stuck. Okay, either way. 70th minute. Either way, yeah, he might be cooked. 30? Oh, yeah, he might be cooked. Okay, no, he might be cooked. Sorry for defending him. He might be cooked. 30? Shit. Yeah, he might be cooked. Oh, won't you look at that? LAFC wants Giacomakis. That's a rumor from a couple of days ago. They still do need a striker. Well, okay, that makes sense. Substitution. Bastoni is off. Oh, they took him off for Carlos Augusto. Oh, they're out of their mind. Yeah, they're about to allow another goal. 70th minute, 20 minutes to go. 72nd minute, 1-0 Fluminense. Yep. I don't think that's helpful. Honestly, yeah, I saw that. Honestly, that'd be a good move too, considering they need a goalkeeper and he's better than McCarthy or Novak. So he's better than both. So I don't know. I gotta watch football, so I don't care. Playing forward, blocked away, cleared, 73rd minute. I still got to do the Man City game. Wait, is it actually 5 p.m.? Hold on. Where the hell are they? $5 p.m. Oh, shit, it really is. Oh, shit, it really is. They're in Pittsburgh. It's 5 p.m. Central. What? A special start time. Why? Assuming because of jet lag from Saudi. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. That's a good point. 74th minute. Pittsburgh, though, that's nice. 74th minute, free kick. Free kick, shot, save, wide. DeMarco puts it wide. I mean, I heard the pay-per-view sucked too. And I heard the John Cena Punk match was overbooked, an overbooked shit show. Which that doesn't surprise me because John Cena's matches mostly throughout this run has been overbooked. I love John. I do. I'm still rooting for him, but this heel turn was a horrible idea. I blame The Rock. I still blame The Rock and Cody. Raquel versus Rio was the best match. Well, that doesn't surprise me. No, I have not. Specimen, I have not. I live under a damn rock. I watch football and sports and sometimes binge watch shows and mostly listen to music. No. Okay, there are YouTube videos I watch of sports. Also, food videos. But no, I've never heard of the guy, no. Yeah, I only really watch, when it comes to wrestling, I only really watch Wrestling with Regret. Wrestling with Regret. Cultaholic. And that's about it. Really? Well, Jim Cornette, I do listen to his... Okay, Jim Cornette, yeah, sure. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, Jim Cornette as well. Marky D, the guy who does the TNA stuff. But that's old TNA stuff, but I watch him. He's good. Playing forward, 77th minute. Yep. Yeah. No disrespect to Jordan, but she's on the gas. That's not even a fucking question. She's on the gas. She's on the gas. Like, that's not even a question. All respect to Jordan, but she's on the gas. Nah, she's on the gas. She's on the gas. 78th minute. Now, Bronson Reed is just beef. Beef! He's just beef. Jade Cargill. No, weirdly enough, I think she's natural. Weirdly enough, I think Jade Cargill just works her ass off. Weirdly enough, like, I think she legit, like, earned her physique. Like, she worked her ass off for that. Maybe I'm wrong, but Jade, her physique, I think is natural. I think so. But maybe I'm wrong. If she is on the gas, she didn't make it obvious. Like Mahal or Jordan. Oh, yeah. Remember the back knee? You could tell he had back knee. I'm like, yeah, no, he's on the gas. He's on the gas. Yep. I didn't say she has an amazing physique. She's still green. When it comes to her ring work, she's still green. Never said she wasn't that, though. 79th minute. She's still green when it comes to her ring work, for sure. And they let her take off a whole damn year because reasons. Because reasons. Because reasons. I don't think she's that good on the mic or in the ring, yeah. What I hope happens, and I can't believe I'm hoping for this now, is I hope Naomi cashes in at SummerSlam. I hope Jade beats Tiffany Stratton because I don't want Naomi to cash in on Tiffany Stratton. And then Naomi cashes in on Jade, and that's the feud. Oh, wait, does that mean? Oh. And then Jade chases the belt till Mania and then wins it there, doesn't she? Yeah. I believe it. Also, because they stole her from AEW. Thiago Santos is on Fluminense because they stole her from AEW and she's close to Cody. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's like Cody's world and we're living in it. He gets to choose if he's face or heel that he doesn't want to turn. Yeah. But you know what? I'm actually liking Naomi's heel character. I think she's doing amazing work as a heel. I'm surprised they let her win Money in the Bank, but she's doing amazing work as a heel. Naomi is. All the respect to Naomi. Amazing work. Amazing work. She's always been good in the ring, but her character work is amazing. It's amazing. So I'm happy for her. I hope she gets a long title run. Probably one from SummerSlam to Mania, but you know what? That works. I prefer she go over Jade in the end, but we know that won't happen. That's probably what's going to happen. Jade beats Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam. Naomi cashes in, carries to Mania, loses to Jade at Mania. Probably. I think it's pretty freaking obvious what's going to happen. I don't think that's even crazy to say. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. Why do you have Jade win Queen of the Ring to not have her win the title at SummerSlam just so she could get cashed in on by Naomi? And then, of course, they're not going to let Jade win it before Mania again. and actually have her run. 82nd minute. So I think it's pretty obvious where this is going. I just hope they don't make Naomi look stupid before she loses the belt. I mean, they've always been walking around. They've just signed them all. I mean, Roman has a big family. Roman and Rocky have a big family. The Anoa'i family is a giant family. Hell, it's such a giant family, you could claim it without even being part of it. Ask Tama Tonga. Ask Tongaloa. Ask JC Mateo. Ask Jeff Cobb. Now, when you think about it, that is kind. You know, when you think about it, the only Samoan I've never seen claim the Anoa'i family is Samoa Joe. Like, even though they're not part of the Anoa'i family, they still put Jeff Cobb with the bloodline, Tongaloa, and Tama Tonga. Hell, 2 of them are Tongans. Either way. Like, Samoa Joe's the only one who hasn't, you know, I respect it. I mean, it's probably easy to do it, but, you know, doesn't that seem kind of, I don't know. They're old. They're geriatrics. That's why. They're playing a team that isn't geriatric. Geriatric. 84th minute, 1-0 Fluminense. What a geriatric team. What a geriatric team. One 0 Thiago Santos gets a yellow card. I would probably, if they played each other, I'd do it for free. It's a game I would probably do, yeah. Depending on the schedule, but I don't think that would happen because, well, they're about to both be eliminated from this tournament. But I don't think it would take me any money to do it. I'd do it for free. I'd probably choose to do that game because Messi. It'd be confusing as hell, though. Be confusing as hell. Also, the old folks' home, yes. Tennis ball walkers. Football and tennis ball walkers. Suarez has, like, bite marks on his. Chews on it like a dog. I agree, but like, Fatu doesn't need the bloodline at this point. He never did. That's the thing. Jacob Fatu doesn't need the bloodline. He never did. Jacob Fatu was always going to get over on his own. That dude is legitimately oozing charisma and so amazing in the ring. Like, Jacob Fatu is just awesome, man. It sucks they made him lose the U.S. title to Solo, though. It does. Unless they're going to hotshot him to the world title, which, you know, I'm fine with that. Gunther versus Jacob Fatu. Holy shit, man. I want to see it. Lord. What? I'm talking about Jacob Fatu, and you say that then? You say that as soon as I'm talking about Jacob Fatu? The dude is absolutely impressive. Like, that dude is impressive. He is older than you would think, though. That is true. Sort of like LA Knight. Okay, fair enough. That's where you want to go with it. Fair enough. Jacob Fatu is way older than you would think for a new WWE superstar. Just like LA Knight. So if that's where you're going with it, fine. If that's why he's not new generation, fine. I understand it. Yeah, because now he's Seth's goon. Not as bad as I would have expected it when it first happened and what I was afraid of, but 88th minute. Still a goon. Still a goon. I agree. But it's been that way for a while, I would say. It's been that way for a while. Shot wide. Be a goal kick, 88th minute, 1-0 Fluminense. '89th minute, 1 minute to go. I believe that. How so? How so? Like, what is it? The way she acts? I mean, she's cool. Mina is awesome, but I don't understand. I mean, she does act a bit American, if that's what you mean, but either way. Yeah, I agree. Julia probably will be more what Asuka was supposed to be. Asuka came to WWE 2 years too early, especially main roster wise. 90th minute. Man, you don't realize how pissed I was when Asuka lost at Mania to Charlotte. I was so pissed, man. 7 minutes of stoppage time again. Man, I was so pissed when that happened. I wasn't the only one. They fed Asuka to Charlotte. That was the stupidest thing, man. The undefeated streak was fed to Charlotte. Headed away. I know it's kayfabe, but God. 91st minute. I'm still pissed about that one to this day. That was just, no. Shot over the bar. Who should have broken Asuka's streak? Not Charlotte, I can tell you that much. At the time, definitely not Nia at the time either. Even though it probably would have been the most believable because, man, no. Hey, Carlos Augusto, you idiot. She's just blessed. On that first point, she's just blessed. And so what if she acts American? I mean, there are people like that who act the way to what they aren't. Why? Hey, on that first part, she's just blessed. She's blessed. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Io or Paige, yeah, I would agree with that. Maybe Sasha. Maybe. But they didn't like Sasha. Which, I mean, I guess they were right, you know? Because she's a self-mark at this point. Sasha's lost her damn mind. She's got Tony Khan by the balls. And I don't mean... a pleasurable way either. She's got that man's balls in a vice. Freaking creative control. Like, she doesn't need it is the problem. Sasha Banks with creative control is a menace. Shot, goal, Fluminense, Hercules, 2-0. That's going to do it. Yeah, you're probably right. He probably does. You're right. He probably does. Good point. Game, set, match, 2-0 Fluminense. Of course, a guy named Hercules scores the one that puts him away. Wow. Hercules. Game, set, match. Frauds. I'm not surprised. At all. Wait, did I? Hold on. I didn't, did I? There's no way I actually did. No, I didn't. No. But I'm not surprised. It's like one of those where I didn't pick it, but I'm not surprised. Yeah, Zanetti should be ashamed. Julio Cesar should be ashamed that this is what the club's turned into. Yeah, I agree. Cambiaso as well. Yeah, because they're a freaking retirement home at this point. They're playing on walkers. Five minutes. Lots of Cherby still playing heavy minutes. Yeah, you ain't wrong there. You right there. Yeah, she's Italian and Japanese. Andiamo. You love to see it. Rare, but you love to see it. Italian and Japanese? Wow. Rare, but you love to see it. Sadly, I have no Japanese blood. My mom just lived there for 4 years. No, I'm just... England versus Brazil on one side of the bracket. Hopefully it ain't a 4-0. Oh, off the crossbar. When somebody is beautiful, somebody's beautiful. Let me just put it like that. Yeah, I want to go to Japan so badly, man. But if you notice, I don't sound like a gaijin when I speak Japanese. I sound like I'm like I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, my mom lived there for 4 years. Have a high respect for the culture and all that. I don't have Japanese blood though. There's a reason I support Japan, the Japanese national team, because my mom lived there for 4 years. I have a lot of respect for the culture and all that. I'm not an otaku, you know. I know my shit. Just kidding. Total gaijin accent. Oh, come on. No. No. Yeah, man, I love ramen too. Like there's a couple of ramen-yas around here that I want to go to. See how good they are. Man, there was a ramen-ya in Columbus I couldn't go to because everybody was there. Same. Whole different vibe. They appreciate the art. Yeah. Very quiet. They enjoy watching the show. I love it. I love it. I wish I could go to Wrestle Kingdom. That would be such a moment. Also, I'd love to be on Sasuke. You know, the course, the 4-stage course. I'd love to do that. I love that show. I'd want to do it at least once. If I won, I'd go more times. Or went deep, I'd go more times. Either way, man, I love that show. I love that show. And full time, Fluminense wins 2-0. 2-0 for Fluminense. Also, if I ever went to Japan, I would go to the Ribera Steakhouse. I would get my damn jacket. If I go to Japan, whenever I go to Japan, I wouldn't say if. Whenever I go to Japan, I'm going to the Ribera Steakhouse. I'm getting my damn jacket. Mark! What? Mark? Why? Yes, I want my damn jacket. I want my damn jacket. I want my 80s satin jacket. Red and black, please. Ribera jacket. I want it. Mark! You mark. Thiago Silva won't die. You love to see it. John Arias, player of the match. I don't know about that. 2-0 Fluminense. Dude, if I had a Ribera jacket and I lived somewhere that was cold all the time in the winter, I'd be wearing that all the time. You could pick me out of a crowd. Mark! Oh, look, it's Ribera jacket. It's Ryan. So it'll be Chelsea versus Man City in the semifinals. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Chelsea is screwed, yeah. Hey, semifinals is pretty good. Top 4 teams in the world, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. With that being said, it's City! Do you think Chelsea has a chance? City's back. Have you not seen City play since Rodri came back? We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. Delap might score a goal. It's like Messi versus PSG. Other than that, Chelsea have like 7 old City players. City Academy players are at Chelsea, or I'll be sad. I'll be watching Raw before the... Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong, but with that being said, if you like this stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send some chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you at 7:55 p.m. Central, 8 o'clock for the Man City Al Hilal game. And we will have a review for that once it's over. As well, if you're a Dynasty star, whether you have a gifted membership or a true membership, you will have run it back for the month of June in a couple of minutes. So that'll be interesting. With that being said, oh, they put Total Drama Island on Netflix. Oh, what do you know? Oh, it's only the first 2 seasons. Total Drama Island, Total Drama Action are the only ones on Netflix. Damn, I didn't know they put it on there, though. Huh, interesting. Either way, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya. Gwen, though, come on now. I mean, I like Owen, but Gwen, though, come on now. Come on now. Come on. What about Gwen? Come on now. Come on now. With that being said, Duncan was a pretty good character too. Trent got screwed. Trent was also one of my favorite characters. He got screwed. Either way. Either way. With that being said, there you go. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. See ya. We'll be back.